Hello and welcome back to my channel. I just started filming with the lid on the camera. I haven't done a video in such a long time. I've forgotten anything I knew about it. But I do have a good reason for not filming. I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video actually. Otherwise I might erupt in some endless blah blah and we never get the video started, let alone finished. So let's get started. This video is a beauty update about products I discovered in Q1 2018, which I really enjoy and I'm enthusiastic about, and I want to share them with you. The first product, I just gonna say something really quickly because I don't want to skip it. As you rightly so told me after my best of beauty video in January, I shouldn't skip the Alverde DM products in the English video because there are some other non-German speaking countries which have DM as well, and they have the Alverde range as well. So I'm gonna show you the glitter hand cream, which is a limited edition by DM Alverde. Yeah, if you have a DM close or you're traveling to Germany or any other country with a DM, I can just really recommend you get your hands on one of those. It's limited edition, so who knows how long they're gonna be around, and this is just really beautiful. It actually says on here in German, glitter makes your life more beautiful, and this hand cream does make my life more beautiful. It's seriously, it's so nice. I just put it on my hands and it's just this nice shine and shimmer with some glitter on it. It's just really fun to use. And also I like the smell. It's not that kind of overpowering smell. It's a very subtle and natural smell, but it's not your usual natural cosmetic smell, if you know what I mean. So it's a really pleasant smell, which I really like for hand cream because that's a product I use daily, and so I just really don't want the smell I get easily fed up with. Next, I've got for you a product which I have already shown on my Instagram feed. It is the Caviar Mask by Zero Skin, and I didn't think that I would ever use one of those black masks, or in general peel-off masks, because I don't really like the concept of stripping your skin of a layer, because when you pull off the mask you're inevitably pulling off a layer of skin really, and all the oils your skin has produced, all these good oils which are really important and good for your skin, you're pulling that off, and I don't think that is a gentle way to cleanse your skin. So I just really intended that for my T-zone area really, so just for my nose, this part of my forehead and maybe on my chin. And I was looking for a black mask or a peel-off mask which would have good ingredients, and all of the products I came across had either PGs or PVAs in there, so polyvinyl alcohol or propylene glycol, and that's ingredients I don't really want in my skincare, even though I don't use the mask that often. And so I was looking for another one, and I came across one which I almost bought, but that one did have potassium sorbate in there. So I was making the decision, first of all, I don't use it that often, but then I didn't really want that in my cosmetics either, and I almost decided to buy it because of the infrequent use. And then I kind of accidentally came across this one by Zero Skin, which has neither of those three substances in it, and so this was my choice and I gave it a try. I have to say I'm really pleased with the result. It's very effective. The only thing is it obviously takes some time, so when you apply it, the mask first has to dry and to settle before you can peel it off. So you're looking at 30 minutes at least it needs to dry, so it's not exactly a quick mask you're doing, but I really like the results, so it's worth the wait. After this sort of clarifying, purifying skincare, I'm gonna go on to skincare that is skincare kind of, which is nourishing the skin. And there I've got two products for you actually, which are pretty interesting because I was invited to test them. So they are by Dabba Cosmetics, and when I was in Nuremberg at the Viveness, I was at the stand of Dabba, and the guys and gals invited me to test some of their products. When they asked me what I wanted to have, I decided on the raspberry oil Elixir, because I've already considered trying raspberry oil before, because I was interested from kind of antioxidant food. There is this raspberry ketone trend, I was interested if raspberries would also have a beneficial effect when applied to the skin from the outside. So I decided on that, and then they told me, well, then I need to try it in combination with their facial toner, which is the wild raspberry leaf water. So I got both of the products. I've not had anything by Dabba before. I've only seen other bloggers on Instagram. I've seen them posting about it, so I was really excited to test those products, and I really like them. So first of all, the toner, it is a very, very pure product. So you literally only have the raspberry leaf water and a natural ingredient that has preserving properties. So really not much in there, but it really does make a difference to, let's say, if I have like normal water or other facial toners. It really kind of moisturizes my skin in a way that it's actually able to then take on the oil. Of course, this oil is an oil which is really nourishing but light at the same time, so it's easily absorbed by the skin. But I think there also is a credit going to the toner for that, because I tried it with some other oil. I tried it with argan oil, and the skin is really prepared. It's almost like a sponge that kind of soaks in the oil afterwards. If I'm using other products, other toners on my face, sometimes I have the impression that the oil is kind of sitting on my face, not really soaking in. And with this toner, it really feels like the oil is really soaking in much better. So really happy with both of the products, and I'm gonna further test them, see what they're gonna do to my skin in the long run. But so far, first impression, I'm really pleased, really happy with those. I am also going new ways when it comes to my under eye area. So far, I've had the Dr. Hauschka eye cream, which is this really light texture that easily absorbs. And a friend of mine actually recommended their eye balm to me, and she had me try it, and I was just like, oh wow, this is a really rich texture, but it still seems to absorb well into the skin. So I did have to try that for myself and get that for myself. And that's what I did in February when I was in Germany for the Vivaness. I there went to a shop and bought the Dr. Hauschka eye balm. And ever since I've been trying it, I have to say I'm completely amazed. This is awesomeness in a jar. This has got such a surprising effect. It is super bolstering my under eye areas. I mean, I don't really have wrinkles yet, and at a max I have some fine lines, but seriously, I've been using it overnight, and when I wake up in the morning, I look into the mirror, it's just completely bolstered and boosted and filled. It is a delight. First, I wasn't sure if it was really due to that one here, or if there was maybe a combination, or it was even that oil, because I was trying this clarifying day oil by Dr. Hauschka, and sometimes I kind of dabbed it here on the very outer part of my under eye area, and I was thinking at first that it might be the oil or it might be the combination of both of them. But now that this oil is almost used up, and I even tried it like with other oils on my face, I can say I am fairly certain that the filling effect is due to this under eye or eye balm by Dr. Hauschka. I am so amazed. I think this will be my new holy grail under eye area product, and I'm actually also thinking about using it during the day. I haven't done that so far, but if you don't use a lot, and you really don't need to use a lot, little really goes a long way here. I imagine I can just dab it on and then just have my concealer or whatever on it, and I want to try if that works, because if that works, that will be amazing. The effect I'm getting from this is seriously comparable, if not better, to hyaluronic acid, and I've not mix that with hyaluronic acid. So usually I mix especially my under eye care with hyaluronic acid, and I haven't done that for that, and it's just incredible. The effect is incredibile. Next up, I'm gonna show you two products which are strictly spoken not really beauty products, but anyway gonna show them to you because they really helped me through the winter season with dry air inside from heating and my nose and my eyes going dry. So I'm talking about not the sexiest kind of products. I'm talking about eye drops and Saline nasal spray. So usually, actually, the air is not that dry in the UK in winter, at least coming from Germany originally. I think the air in winter here is really not that dry because first of all, it's always really moist. We're on an island in the North Sea, hello. And also it never gets that cold. That is actually that kind of dry cold. But with all the cold weather going on this winter, Beast of the East or how you called it, we actually had some pretty dry air inside because it was just like those fans going all the time, and I was just like, oh my god, my eyes are so dry, I can't stand it anymore, and my nose is going so dry, I can't stand it anymore. My My throat was hurting just from being dry. So I went to the pharmacy and I wanted to buy this kind of saline solution nasal spray and some eye drops. And the important thing about the saline nasal spray was for me that it doesn't really have weird preservatives like for all of my products. And the one I found here, that's actually one for babies. So it's the Calpol. I still kept the box for you. It's the Saline Nasal Spray by Calpol. And that one is really pure. So you only got in there, we've got a leaflet in there. You just got literally purified water and a little bit of a salt solution going on here essentially. That was fine for me. So I went with that. To find the eardrops, it took me actually some time because I was looking through the shelf myself first because I wanted some without boric acid. Because I don't really want boric acid in my eye drops or in my eyes respectively. If you don't know why, Google boric acid, see what it is and decide for yourself whether you want that in your eyes or not. I don't, unless it is a medical necessity to have so. So I actually asked in the pharmacy, I asked the pharmacist which of the eye drops would be without, and then they actually were a bit clueless about it, which I thought was a bit of a shame because they actually should know what's in the product if I'm asking for something like that. So I went back to the shelf. I literally looked through all the products myself, and these ones, the Optrex Night Restore Gel Drops, were the only ones I could find without boric acid in it. So they only got sodium hyaluronate, I might have mispronounced that. So actually hyaluronic acid and some glycerin, and the rest is more or less a salt solution of different salts. And I have to say those are a bit I mean, they say gel drops and they are really a bit thicker in terms of the consistency. So if you drop them in your eyes, you will have kind of a blurred vision moment. Actually, they are made to be used at night. They're called Night Restore Gel Drops. So I use them during the day. It's perfectly fine. So I just drop them in my eyes. I just have to blink a bit. I just have to wait a moment, but they're perfectly fine. So I found them really useful when working in front of a computer with dry air, to prevent my eyes from going dry and going red. I'm already at the last product I'm gonna show to you, and that is actually something again I brought from Germany, which is from German drugstore brand DM. And with this product I need some help, guys. So I had an idea to what I wanted to do with this product, and it turned out I might not be able to do it with this product. So it's a very, very, very interesting product. It is a brush. Yes, you heard right, I'm showing you a brush. I've even put it back in the packaging because I haven't really used it. So I had big plans for this brush, and unfortunately I was not able to realize my big plans. What I wanted to do is I wanted to use it for dry brushing. I don't know if you're aware of this Ayurvedic concept that is basically skincare with oil applied with a brush, which is said to have benefits for obviously exfoliation, blood circulation. So you're basically just putting a little bit of the oil on the brush, and then you're brushing your body towards your heart, towards your center. And I know this is a hand and nail brush, so it might just not be the right brush for the purpose I intended to use it for, but I just really can't use it for dry brushing. It's just too hard. I tried and it's just scratchy and hard. It might be just user error because it is a hand and nail brush, but I'm so sad that it didn't work out, and I've got already a couple of hand and nail brushes. So 2 questions are on my mind. First of all, can you recommend to me a good brush for dry brushing, available in the UK preferably? And second thing, what could I do with this brush now? Because I'm already good when it comes to nail and hand brushes. So are there any ideas what I could do with this one here? Maybe hair brushing? No, that wouldn't work either. Okay, and that was it already. I hope you enjoyed the video, and of course, where's the front of it? Oh, there. Now I'm gonna tell you why there were no videos. I have very good reasons for that, of course. And I could now tell you that I've been incredibly busy, and I went to Nuremberg for the Vivaness, I went to Mallorca on holiday, but the true reason is I am completely hooked on a TV series. I am really not the kind of person that spends a lot of time watching TV, especially TV series, because it's just too much of a commitment for me, really. I like movies because it's either a standalone movie or in 1 year max or even further down the line. But series, like every week, a certain time, okay, if you have Netflix or whatever, not a certain time, but you have this commitment, and I'm just like, no, I can't deal with that. I'm living in the real world. And so I'm really not that kind of vulnerable, hookable when it comes to that. But someone seriously hooked me on the American Fox channel TV series Lucifer, and it's so great. I can't stop watching, seriously. Season 1 and 2, I had this one Saturday in my life where I had to watch 11 episodes in one go. 11. And I just couldn't stop watching. It's just so well made. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone here, so no spoilers. Just the gist is that the devil is bored in hell, and so he comes to Earth, to LA, and then he's going through some adventures there. And he also has some pals from up there and down there with him. And I just really like the humor of the series. So it's got this sarcastic humor. It's got all those puns with their kind of proverbs about the devil. The music fits really well in. There's also songs which are always about the devil and which fit the situation. It's just really carefully put together in that way. And also it's got cliffhangers. Oh boy, it has got cliffhangers. That's how it came to those 11 episodes in one go Saturday. And also I like kind of to watch the characters develop, because the guys from up there and down there, they kind of become with each episode a little bit more human, and it's really interesting to see also the irony of really thinking if they were celestial beings or if they were beings from hell. Just the irony, them dealing with situations in our normal human life, and them obviously being really awkward in some situations, not understanding certain things, certain feelings. It's just a pleasure to watch, really, and I can really recommend it. So that's the reason why there were no videos for me in a while.